What's poppin'? Welcome. It's Prado G, and I'm here with your general collective reading for your sign. Shout out to the Scorpios out there. If your birthday is between October 23rd and November 22nd, then you, my lovely friend, are a Scorpio. And I appreciate you for being here. Peace, love, and prosperity. I hope y'all are feeling good today. High vibes. We're definitely going to bring the high vibes here. That's what I always come to do and love to do, is to bring the high vibes into the lives of others outside of myself, because it makes me feel better ultimately. But yeah, the cards, we're going to get into the energy. We're going to see what the truth is beyond all of this positivity and everything that's going on here, what's going on in the lives of Scorpios. Take what resonates for you and leave behind what does not resonate for you, because it may not resonate with you as much as you would like it to, or whatever the case may be for you. Just stay open-minded and listen to the message, and try to correlate it to your life if you can. But if not, if it's just not hitting, then maybe another Scorpio reading later on another one on my channel might resonate more with you, or you just might not like these readings. Either way, I really hope you guys get some sort of benefit out of this reading, at least one person. Let's protect this message with love, peace, prosperity, and patience. May this message flow easily. Thank you, Spirit, in advance. Significant number is blank. Wow, nothing. We got the pure energy ball. I'm gonna leave that here. No numbers are showing up for y'all today, but we got the white ball. So I'm getting energy of white light, some pure energy coming into your life, or this is just what you're desiring right now, because it could feel very dark for you right now. And all of my water signs especially, y'all, because we are very affected by the moon cycles and things of that nature. And we just came out of Scorpio season not too long ago, but I feel like even being though right now that we are going through what we're going through in the world, and it's the winter time, it can feel really dark and cold for some people. So I'm loving this white pure energy starting off in the reading. There's no numbers tied to this, so I'm feeling, I don't know, endless potential, light energy. But Spirit, what's the basis of this reading going to be for my lovely Scorpios? What's the base? What's the basis of this reading for Scorpios? Okay, we got our two. What we got? Voice in reverse and spirituality. So, I feel like somebody needs to speak up a little bit more, or use your voice in a more spiritual way. This Angie Martinez card is definitely a sign of your words. Like, your words are very much powerful, so be mindful of that. You might not be aware of how powerful your words are, but that doesn't make them any less powerful, right? Be mindful of how you are vocalizing yourself. Also, I feel like you might feel muted. You might feel like you can't speak up the way that you want to. For some of my Scorpios, take it as it resonates for you. There also might be a major need for you to just be in silence for a minute and, turn that voice off for a minute and just really listen deeply, because spirituality is showing up here with Erykah Badu. And this is all about mindfulness, prayer, practice, meditation, and godliness. And I think that's where you're going towards. That's what you're heading towards, or that's where Spirit wants you to be going towards right now, which is diving deeper into your spirituality and praying more and meditating and building a strong bond and connection with yourself. So that means you kind of have to silence your physical voice a little bit to give yourself some time in silence and listen to that inner voice. But also here, I feel like somebody definitely, if you have been having a hard time expressing yourself in the way that you want to, it's best if you do meditate and really just be a little bit more mindful of your thoughts before you actually give a voice to them. And practice, keep on practicing how you want to communicate from a more loving perspective. Yeah, Erykah Badu is here, though. Just spirituality is becoming very prominent. I don't know why I just felt that somebody might feel like they can't speak up on their spirituality because of the background that they come from. Somebody could be, shout out to my New York and Scorpions out there if you're from New York watching this right now. But yeah, I understand though, sometimes you feel like it's best for you to just stay silent and not speak up on certain things. But you definitely want to be firm in your own voice. But let it be of love, though. That's why I vocalize love more. Grief is showing up as the first card here in the spread for my Scorpios. Grief and self-esteem. So yeah, somebody could have lost something. Anytime I see grief, I just think of a loss, right? Even if it was just you losing your voice in the past, and Spirit is telling you right now, you know that at the end of the day, it doesn't feel good to not have a voice, or to feel like you're not heard, or you're feeling muted or silenced. But you do possess the gifts of the soul, and it benefits you and others. So just be very mindful of how you decide to speak, though, because it affects your self-esteem. You see what I'm saying? Somebody might also have a voice that they don't like. I'm getting here. But I feel like your voice is very powerful and beautiful, and to a lot of people, your voice is like a gift. So know that and share it. Share your voice in the most loving way, in a way that will boost your self-esteem and the self-esteem of all that hear you, you know? Speak love into the lives of the people that surround you and yourself. I do feel like somebody could have lost something, though. Lost a certain aspect of yourself, or missed out on an opportunity. What else is showing up here for my Scorpios? We got freedom. Wow, somebody's being set free. Yeah, your spirituality is what's going to set you free. Really getting more mindful and meditating. That's where freedom comes from. To be able to free yourself from these worldly limitations, or just this physical realm. That's the beauty of spirituality. It gives you some sort of stability internally, as everything else externally is happening and taking place. You possess the power and the free will to create your own happiness, right? Yes. Growth is showing up in reverse, though. That wanted to jump out. So, yeah, I feel like there's something that your spiritual practices are going to help you grow in. This is why it's very, very important for you to just get grounded in your spiritual practices. Whatever it is that you believe in spiritually, as long as it's making you feel love, or is bringing you into closer connection of love, because otherwise, then I don't know if that spiritual practice is really, too helpful, if it's making you feel afraid or not really helping you get anywhere. So be mindful of that. Set yourself free from the limitations of the world outside of you. Use your voice, your inner voice, mostly right now. Pay attention to your inner voice, because as you are reaching new levels of freedom, that inner voice could try to creep back in and stunt your growth. So it's very vital for you to be conscious and aware of what's going on around you and within you. My lovely Scorpios, what else we got here? Underneath grief, we have abundance. Yeah, so I feel like somebody is grieving a missed opportunity or lack of money. It's like you might have been in a position before where you had a lot of money or a huge amount of abundance, and right now you just don't have it, right? Or you missed out on an opportunity that you feel like was going to bring you abundance. It could have been you being a rapper, or you using your voice in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Just know that you are a limitless being, though, and Spirit is always blessing you with abundance. It's just like you have to acknowledge the abundance that you do have already in life in order to bring in the abundance in the areas that you actually want them in. So if you want more job opportunities, you got to realize that there is an abundance of jobs out there. If you want a new opportunity to be in a relationship, just know that there's an abundance of people out there for you to start a new relationship with. But yeah, I just feel like somebody could really be lacking or feeling lack, a major sense of lack, and that is causing a lot of grief in your life. Use your voice. Speak up for yourself. They say a closed mouth don't get fed, right? That's what they say. So be mindful of that. What else is showing up here for my Scorpios? What else is showing up here for Scorpios, Spirit? Empathy. Okay, empathy in reverse. Have some empathy for yourself. Be nice to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. Don't beat up on yourself. Make sure that that voice inside is being very listened to. Listen to that voice inside. this card, the empathy card, says I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So that means not only your physical voice but your internal voice. That's like both sides. It's like, yes, you have a physical voice, but you also have an internal voice, and that internal voice, I feel right now, is blocking you from empathy, and it could be affecting your self-esteem or the self-esteem of others around you. Also, this could be other people not having empathy towards your situation and trying to silence you or shut you up. But you gotta speak up still, and speak from a place of empathy where it's like, okay, I understand your view, this is my view, I hope you understand my view, right? Pride. Wow, you're going to be proud of yourself and how you set yourself free coming up in the future. In the near future, I feel like your spiritual practices are going to make you more proud of yourself. The more mindful you are and you really practice, really connecting with your internal self, your eternal self, you are more proud of the life that you live and the people that are around you. So I feel like you feel more proud of yourself too when you finally set yourself free, or you make it through a specific obstacle in your life. And I feel like that's coming up for you, Scorpio. Don't allow pride to get in the way of your growth, though. Don't get too proud of yourself or too overzealous, because that could become another limitation for you. It can bring about more limitations when you are too prideful, or it's like, oh, I'm better than other people, or you're just not really considering other people. Because empathy and pride showing up next to each other is definitely letting me know that somebody could be too proud to get emotional or something like that. You might be feeling like, no, I don't want to be vulnerable. But look, worry is showing up in reverse too. So this could be you worried about your growth here, but Spirit is encouraging you to release that worry. Stop worrying. You are growing regardless. Your growth is inevitable as long as you are taking steps to practice. Keep practicing. As you continue to practice, you grow, and then you have nothing to worry about. You can release worry, but of course you're going to worry if you're not really practicing, if you're not putting forth that work. But so spirituality, I feel like somebody could be really involved in the spiritual realm, or like seeking an occupation in that area. Maybe card reading, energy reading, clairvoyance, even church maybe. But I do feel like somebody is stepping into that spiritual lane. Spirit, give me some clear energy on Scorpios, please. Thank you. About this abundance and this grief. Yes. Spirit is saving you. You have to save yourself, though. This is the thing. I say Spirit is saving you because our thoughts come from the spirit realm, right? And honestly, with the Six of Swords, this is an energy of being rescued or some sort of relief coming into your life. So I feel like some money could be making its way to you, or you might be traveling or relocating, going to a different area of town or a different area of the world, and it's bringing you some sort of relief. I feel like a vacation maybe for some people. You might feel like you can't afford it though. Or somebody else might be going on a trip very soon, and it's like you might want to ask them to be able to take a ride with them or something like that, to kind of get out the house a bit, see something new. But I'm just getting an energy of working through these thoughts, these thoughts of lack. It's like you are now finally setting yourself free, and you're being brought to a more peaceful phase in your life. It's like packing up the baggage, and I'm moving forward in life. I'm not going to let it hold me back anymore. I'm not going to let certain things hold me back from seeing peace in my life. And this journey could be a very scary one, or for some of y'all might be feeling like you're going through a very scary journey, but you are protected, you're being guided, and use your thoughts to protect you and guide you, right? It's all on you, right? That inner voice inside is very important. We got the Two of Cups here, so this could be involving a relationship here, where it's like you either love somebody so much, but you don't love yourself enough, and Spirit is encouraging you to pour into yourself, pour into your relationships, pour into others, because it definitely affects your self-esteem. The way that you treat other people will affect your self-esteem, and it actually either enhances your empathy or it decreases it. But I do feel like somebody in your life too could be I feel like this is definitely just spirit encouraging you to pour into yourself and not rely on other people to do it. Scorpio, you are a water sign. This is the Two of Cups. So yeah, you might also be leaving from a air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But this Four of Pentacles is showing up here too. So this is about not being stable, not feeling stable here in some way, shape, or form, or regaining it, needing to regain stability. That's why I feel like for some of y'all, there could be some sort of financial, lack of financial stability. And yeah, you gotta get through this phase by opening yourself up and not being afraid. Not being afraid to set yourself free, to open yourself up to new levels of freedom. Because this Four of Pentacles in reverse is definitely like a holding on to something tightly and not wanting to let go. This could be a lack mentality as well. And Spirit is trying to set you free from this. Don't let your pride get in the way. Don't put too much value on money either here. And for some people, like I said, you probably have some valuables that you can share with the world, some sort of money that you could be giving out to the poor or charity or some clothes or even your talents, your gifts. I know a lot of times we don't want to share our gifts if we feel like we're not going to get paid for them, right? Yep. That could be the case for somebody out there. The Spirit, give me some more clear energy on my Scorpios. We got the Empress in reverse. So yeah, this could be like, this is definitely a lack of nurturing energy. This is you not really taking action. Maybe there's a need for you to take some action towards what it is that you're trying to create in this world, and not waiting for things to just be great for you. It's like you got to kind of give out that Empress loving energy in order to receive love in abundance. You got to abundantly give that love, right? Here with this Empress in reverse, I feel like somebody could be just neglecting some sort of gifts. Yeah, because the Empress is very attractive and gifted, but here in reverse, I feel like somebody might not realize that. This could also be representing some sort of infertility or emotional overwhelm here when this Empress is in reverse. Also, it could be speaking to you shutting down or just a need for self-care. That's what I was saying here with this Two of Cups. It's like you really need to make sure you are taking care of yourself and loving yourself, because there could be some disharmony around you right now. You're trying to free yourself out of that. You're trying to get out of that disharmonic energy and not being so materialistic. This is the second card that showed up about materialism and being very materialistic or overprotective of the things that you create. Just create and let it flow. Let it go and continue to create is what this card encourages. Also, try not to be too dependent on others. Because it's like, look, that's the thing. Try to depend more on yourself to get you out of the situation, and not think that somebody else is going to come and save you. Because Spirit is there to save you and protect you, but you got to be in connection with Spirit, for real. Spirit is always going to give you the insight and the ideas or the ability to create the outcome that you want if you lock in on it. So yeah, lock in on the outcome that you want. Connect with Spirit. Give some gratitude to the divine. God, Spirit, please clarify this last message for Scorpio. What we got here? What's showing up for Scorpio? In the future, we got Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like somebody could still be not wanting to put in work. This is needed. I need you to put in this work, or else you're going to continue to worry. Because this Eight of Pentacles is all about not paying attention to the details at hand, or just being overwhelmed by work too. That's another thing too. Maybe you might need to release a little bit on the work, you know, fall back a little bit and really get in tune with your spiritual practices. Stop thinking that work was going to get you to that place of freedom. because that's not the case. Internally going within is what's going to get you there. But also try not to be, I feel like this is a card of shortcuts, or trying to seek shortcuts, not really paying attention to all the details. It's just like wanting to get something done so fast, but it's a mess, right? Because you didn't really pour in the time and energy to really be precise. That's what I feel. For some people, this could also represent burnout or just sporadic output, where you just doing things randomly and there's no true structure behind it. But I really want to encourage you to not give up. Please do not give up. Spirit wants you to not give up. Continue to grow by releasing worry and get in tune with your spirituality. Get in tune with your spirituality if you have been feeling like you're lacking, or you felt neglected, because Spirit is always there ready to grab you up and hold you and love you, but you got to love on yourself. You got to speak to yourself nicely, and speak to others nicely too, because that does play a role on how you feel about yourself when you sit back and reflect why nobody wants to be around you, or if you feel like you can't bring about fulfilling friendships and relationships. Be mindful of how you talk to yourself and how you talk to others, and how you treat yourself, and don't overwork yourself, and also don't try to take shortcuts. If you really want to grow, you got to put in the work. You got to put in all the work so that you can get all the actual results that you want, and they are coming to you. You are an abundant, blessed being. Take care of yourself. Love yourself, Scorpio. I hope you resonated with this reading on some level. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Share if you care, and comment below if you want to have a conversation with me in the comment section. Until next time, peace, love, and purity.